Hi, I'm Khushi, and I am part of the 1M1B Future Leaders program. The objective of my project is to promote a plant based diet. When I was 8 years old, I was exposed to similar behind the scenes of the meat industry, which shocked me and impacted me greatly. I decided right then never to eat meat and put in my efforts into going vegan. The benefits of veganism that I have noticed in my body are innumerous and very significant. Now, why bother about mere food habits when there are much bigger problems in the world, like global warming, world hunger? Well, your food habits are more interconnected to these problems than you may realize. I started my project with an objective of spreading veganism, only to realize in due course, with the help of my mentors at 1M1B, that adopting veganism is not just sparing life of bodies that may otherwise end up on your plate, but it has a huge ramification on our environment and the very sustenance of life. Did you know that by simply going vegan, we can solve world hunger? As for global warming, shifting to a plant based diet could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 25.5 billion tons annually. Yes, that's the amount of greenhouse gases produced solely by livestock and its byproducts. Animal agriculture is also responsible for up to 91% destruction of the Amazon rainforest. But wait, we can cut down on greenhouse gas emissions due to food by 75%, as shown by simulation. Animals in the meat industry are found like profit generating machines to grow faster and heavier by the usage of carcinogenic steroids, which are extremely harmful for our health. Following a plant based diet reduces the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, increases metabolism, reduces blood pressure levels, and lowers cholesterol. Kidney function is improved, and risk of heart diseases decreases drastically. While it may not matter much to you, a vegan saves up to 30 animals a year. Imagine spending your entire life under confinement in horrible, overcrowded conditions. That's the fate of 99% of farmed animals, a fate you could save them from. COVID-19 has made me change how I originally planned to campaign. I have focused my efforts into finding plant based recipes which are both healthy and delicious. Unable to physically meet and interact with people, I have contacted and talked to over 200 people over phone calls and video calls. I also created an Instagram page for my project. Don't forget to follow me at save.gens. Among my interactions, many of the people I reached out to have started taking efforts and making changes in their food habits, and I really appreciate that. A common observation is that almost every person had so many doubts and preconceptions about veganism without clear understanding, and many of them are still skeptical about purely plant based diets. I'm going to address a few comments by some of them.
There is so much variety in non veg food. Veganism is restrictive.
I assure you that going beyond eating meat will still provide you with numerous delicious vegan recipes. Now, if you still miss out on your meat eating experience, there are many like minded people who have put in their heart and soul to help you go vegan without compromising on your taste bud experience. They have come up with plant based meat completely identical to animal based meat. It's easier than you think, and I'm here to help.
Nutrient that plant-based foods lack are EPA and DHA omega-3 acid. Most plant foods only provide ALA omega-3 and our body has limited ability to convert it into EPA and DHA. How do you address that?
Vegan research has recently started producing plant based EPA and DHA omega 3 supplements from algae. Interestingly, animal based supplements mostly come from fish oil, which is the result of fish consuming algae. Fish don't produce EPA or DHA by themselves as well.
Meat eating is part of our tradition. How can we change our traditions?
Consumption of meat has tremendous negative impact on both health and environment. Perhaps it's time to revise our traditions to save nature and our Mother Earth. The core problem here is not going vegan, but the misconceptions people have about veganism, and that's what I want to change. I feel that the only way to solve the problem is by spreading awareness and educating people. I'm reaching out and communicating with as many people as I can, and I'm planning to start Zoom call sessions with more number of people instead of one person at a time as the next step. I'm not asking you to simply convert overnight. No, I'm asking you to start with small steps, small efforts towards change. The key is consistency and not giving up. Can we devote just one day of our lives to save nature? If we go vegan for just one day, we will save 11,564 liters of water and reduce greenhouse gases by 300 kgs, not to mention pain of death for a life. Isn't that amazing? I plan to reach out to as many people as possible and focus my efforts on the same. Let's fight together against not only cruelty against animals, but also global warming, world hunger, pollution, diseases, resource scarcity, and so much more for our planet. Come on then, let's start our journey. Just for one day, let's try to go vegan. Save gents, save our nature for one day. Have vegan food only.